And hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of voyagers. It is the DOUG here once again, and we are back for more Devil May Cry 4. Where we last left off, where we get to finally play as Dante, the main character of the Capcom Devil May Cry universe, and the one women want to be with. Speaking of women, one person we have in the party tonight makes the women quake with his vibration abilities. It's a giant vibrator.
Well then, just well then.
Also with us tonight, he is the leader and founder of TCW Brawl and Rush. It is Mr. Jones.
What's going on, video game heads and video gamers all alike? Yes, it's your boy. It's me. It's Mr. Jones, you know. Mr. Jones! I hate that fucking song.
You know what? I've never heard of that song, so I should probably be glad, because if I did, I would torture your ass with it. Now, while this cutscene plays, if you really want to read the cutscene, just look at the subtitles below. Pretty much it's, oh, hell gets broken loose. Also known as You've Been Fired Day, because, well, if you're a WWE fan, you know a lot of people got fired today.
And we mean a lot.
Yeah, 9 in total, as I know of. I should point out, it was John Laurinaitis who's been doing the, who did the cutting, and they're using budget cuts and all that.
Sad.
Yeah. So the official list is as follows: Samoa Joe,
Boo.
Billy Kai. If I'm mispronouncing that name, I apologize.
Billy K.
I always wanted to say Billy Kidman half the time. Peyton Royce, Miss Mickey James.
What?
Yeah, she got released too. They released both members of the Iconics.
What?
So after breaking them up and doing nothing with them, pretty much. Mickey James, yeah, it pretty much, if you were a female, you didn't want to pick up the phone today, because Mickey James was released as well. Chelsea Green was released. That's, if you don't know who that is, that's Zack Ryder's wife. Tucker. I always mispronounce this guy's name. Calistio.
Calistio.
Yeah, aka the guy from Lucha House Party. The other two still are there, so only he apparently he was the most useless one. You know, he was the former U.S. champion. Bo Dallas, who, here's the thing, he got paid to be at home all of last year because he hasn't wrestled on TV since 2019 at the a Crown Jewel event. So, all of 2020, he got to sit at home and collect a paycheck. So
hey, you know what? He's not mad about that.
Oh,
shit.
no. Plus, I think he's dating not Ruby Riott, shit, Liv Morgan.
Lucky fucker.
Yeah, so lucky fucker there. And lastly, Wesley Blake, who, if no one knows who that is, because I actually had a lot of people asking me who the hell that was one of the... And so I just want everyone to think about this for a second. The only person left from Forgotten Sons, or Fortunate Sons, whatever they went by, is the guy who's the bodyguard of now Elias.
You know, the one that got in trouble for saying that shit.
Yeah, which is the one thing everyone's saying, wishing that he should be fired on Velveteen Dream and Matt Riddle. Okay, I don't know the story with Matt Riddle. I know Velveteen Dream, there was some questionable things said or done, but it's never went to court, so it's one of those situations to where do you go with what's been said or what? And then of course with Mr. Gunner, because I like his TNA name better. And this will be the one time I say this. This is why I tell people, don't put your political views on fucking Twitter or Facebook, because it will bite you in the damn ass.
So here's my thing with WWE and Vince, and I hope you're listening to this. Dude, okay, you had so many people gone from your company. They say they didn't have anything for them, they didn't know what to do with them, and they get in trouble. It's like, dude, come on. Like, what was his name? Lars Sullivan? That dude was trouble from the get-go. But then you're gonna let Samoa fucking Joe go? A person that was on your commentating team, who I think everybody loved to hear talk, and then to actually know what the... He was the close thing that you got the task.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this after listening to the new Raw commentating team on Monday. Oh, dear God. I have never hit the mute button so quick in my life. How can I say this nicely? I would rather trust Big Red, Elsie Benetico, and Michael Willoughby to be the commentating team.
Hey, it's entertaining.
I mean, I'll say this: Corey Graves, you either love him or hate him. I don't really find him the best on the mic, but he's fine. The other two they got on, I know one of them used to work for ESPN and Sports Center and all that, and he sucks. It's not that he's...
Oh, wow.
And I need to, before somebody says, oh, how can you say that? He sucks not in the sense, he actually does a good job in the sense of, what he's doing. But what makes him sucks is, you can tell he's not a wrestling fan or knows anything about wrestling.
I think Vince wants to make it a legit thing, and you can't.
No, you can't.
That's why AEW is winning.
Yes.
We all know that it's trying to be WCW 2.0, but we're still enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. And the difference is why I will admit it's being like WCW 2.0. There's one thing I've noticed: they're not making the same mistakes WCW did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now I will point out, I will say this: I think Mickie James will be going to NWA to be with her husband.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I think the Iconics will go to TNA because that's the only one that has a women's tag team division. I mean, yeah, you could go to AEW, but... And I would only say they go to AEW because Peyton Royce's husband's there. The Perfect 10. But then what does that do for Miss Kai? Because I'm going to be honest here. Well, I don't think Kai was the greatest in-ring worker. She brought more of the character on the mic. I feel like those two... Royce was the worker, but Kai brought the character and the mic skills, if that makes sense. And Samoa Joe, he could go anywhere. He could go to Japan, AEW, Ring of Honor, TNA, and he'll probably win the world title within a month. Which, if you think about it, that's kind of weird, isn't it? The only title he won that in WWE was the NXT title and the US title. That was it. As far as for Tucker, I think Tucker and Wesley, those two are going to have the hardest time because they're not really well known except for being in tag teams. So
I think their career is actually done.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to go back to wrestling. I think they're just going to phase out.
Yeah. And I kind of feel sad for Tucker because I actually liked him, but unfortunately when they broke up the tag team, you knew Tucker was probably going to get fucked. And if you need any point, just look at Otis. They stick him back in a tag team. As far as for Mr. K, I'm just going to say that so I don't butcher his name again.
Callisto.
Thank you. He's probably going back to Mexico.
Might as well. I mean, Sin Cara did.
Yeah, and it worked out for him. Okay, I usually mostly use Swordmaster.
Or they might just go ahead, because I know, I hate reading fucking dirt sheets, but it's been plastered around Facebook, but apparently Lucha Underground is supposed to be coming back.
That'd be a perfect place for him, actually.
I know it's rough for those guys, and I know because they sat there, they've been there, they were there for the company even on its shittiest days, and to be let go, and I hope they are listening to this, or at least come across it. I know it's not the end of the world. You guys are very talented. It's, trust and believe me. Now we can say WWE is not the only place in town.
That is correct. And I'll watch Falco's stream later on Twitch. Oh god, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm not even looking forward to the SmackDown this week, and I'm gonna be honest because I did watch Raw. This might be the worst Raw after WrestleMania in history.
It is.
Because
they could have chances.
They had chances. I know somebody's gonna say in the comments either after doing the live stream or after it's over. But Doug, look at the situation. Like, okay, let's see. Viking Raiders coming back. Okay, that was a nice plus, but we know they're not. We know they're not beating AJ Styles and Nash 2.0. They're gonna and that's what makes me mad overall. You had the Sheamus, new U.S. champion, new tag team champions with AJ and his buddy. And
no one showed up.
They won't. Yeah, not even R-Truth, which I'm probably going to presume R-Truth is somewhere still on the pirate ship. But
My bad.
yeah, pretty much. So you didn't have them. Matt Riddle, who had just lost the U.S. title, you had him jobbed out by Lashley, which, hey, that actually, I understand that because you want to build Lashley up to be this big powerhouse.
He faced Lashley?
Yeah, he faced Lashley and he lost quickly.
Oh, again!
Ironically enough, since the next pay-per-view is called WrestleMania Backlash, we're getting Lashley versus Drew again. Where's the Terry? Oh, as Terry Funk said, forever and ever. If you watch Botchamania, you know that clip. So you didn't have those guys. You had Charlotte come back, which I don't think anybody wanted. You make her a heel because she says that she is the opportunity. She is the opportunity. She is the queen. Blah blah blah. In better words, yeah, fuck your favorite. If you're not, and everyone's saying, oh, she's not getting pushed because her last name's not Flair. Bullshit. Because I'm sorry, and I'm gonna say this. Somebody was trying to use the argument to me that if they were going by last names, Natalya and Tamara would get pushed more. I hate to say this, if your last name is Snooker, your name is mud in the business, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not her fault. It's her dad's fault. But she's gonna get pretty much fucked. As far as for Natalya, okay, she got like a few Divas titles pushed, but what is she gonna be remembered for? Anvil's daughter being married to Tyson Kidd and having one of the worst storylines in the company when her gimmick was she would fought backstage.
What?
That was one of her gimmicks. When they teamed her up with the Great Khali and Hornswoggle, her gimmick was she would fought backstage.
I'm done.
So she got fucked. But yet you don't see Charlotte getting any stupid storylines, do you? Which...
Oh wait, her father and what's her name? Lacey fucking around.
Okay, the only reason I know somebody would mention that, and I know you mean it jokingly, but see, when I saw that story, I'm like, okay, so it's Master Yoshi finally getting a chance to bang Balmo and everyone's pissed. The end. But yeah, and I'm gonna say this, Sasha Banks. I think you may just need to never wrestle at WrestleMania because every time you do, you have a terrible loss record. What, 0-6? I think it is.
I don't know. I mean, she did good. She did good. And you know what? I don't care, like, if she lost. It's just the fact that she actually put someone over. How many of these fucking divas or ones that say, oh, we are the women's revolution? She's the only one that put people over.
That is true. I do admit that. I will admit that.
So people say,
I do find I just do.
So people who say that they hate Sasha, or people that say like, "Oh, she's overrated," no,
I don't think she's overrated.
Give her props.
I mean, I think she is talented. And that's I'm not. At least with her, I can say I enjoy her matches and all that, but she's just she never clicked with me. But I'm not gonna hate on her because she is talented. But I will say this: can we give her a WrestleMania win, please? Because Virgil's got more wins at Mania than she does, and that's a problem.
That is a problem. That is very sad.
What's even sadder, Virgil's got a better win-loss record at Mania than Jeff Hardy. Again, there's something wrong with that.
Speaking of Jeff Hardy, shouts out to the Hardy family for their loss.
Their dad, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, rest in peace on that one. It's been a... That's probably why Jeff hasn't been on TV in a while, I'm going to presume.
It's been rough.
And looks like this cutscene, it's Dante taking on the B-Blade Warriors. I know, bad joke. Somebody's asking, what's B-Blade? But again, happy Thursday, everybody. It is Thursday, so hopefully you guys watched Hell's Kitchen if you're a fan of that. Next week is the season finale. It's only on for an hour, so don't worry, Mr. Jones. I will be available after 9 o'clock again. And also some good news. Many of you know I asked this about somebody who was selling Mortal Kombat Deception. Well, somebody actually passed the information on to my mother who was selling one, so she actually got me Mortal Kombat Deception for PS2. I originally had it, but apparently when we were moving, it broke. So I've been trying to look for it for a while. Somebody finally helped me out and gave information to my family, so that made me happy. Wasn't happy that it was 40 fucking bucks, but...
And it was a deception. It wasn't like...
I could understand... Yeah, I could understood if it was the GameCube version, because that one's expensive because it has 2 bonus characters that are not available in the other 2, but... I'm just like, fine. Prices have been weird ever since the T-Virus outbreak.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, I am... oh, go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Go ahead.
Okay, I am downloading the Resident Evil 8 Village demo because that is available early for PlayStation owners, so I am getting that downloaded after tonight's stream. So hopefully this weekend I will be able to do that for you guys. Because, you know, who doesn't want to see the big booby lady? Okay, how the... Yeah, it's pretty much what I'm calling her.
You know, my thing is that, one, ever since this whole virus thing came down, a lot of old video games have been going up, and it's only because people have been staying at home. And I think it's hilarious, because it's like, everybody's like, oh, you play video games? You're a nerd. Like, now it's like, oh, I gotta find this game, man. I haven't played this forever. Poser!
Yeah, I did notice that cause, when I went to Second Choice last time, almost every PS1, 2, GameCube game were way overpriced. And I mean way overpriced. Which...
And you can't get mad at, you know, mom and pop stores.
Well, I can't now.
Even or games, well, GameStop you go mad. But the thing is like, you can't get mad at them because one, they want to make their money, and they know they can make it now. But to all the freaking posers, stop it! You're hurting the culture.
I agree with that statement.
It's like those people that are like, oh, you read comic books back in the day? Oh yeah, you get picked on and stuff. And so now people that are watching the comic book movies, they're like, oh, yeah, I know this is this and this. No, you don't.
You know nothing. Good day, sir.
Crap.
By the way, I'd like to point out, if anybody's ever played Resident Evil, you know how there's a self-destruct sequence? The first mission you get to do is Dante. You gotta escape the building before it just blows up. The self-destruct sequence has been activated. You will die now. Have a good day. Granted, in this one you get 9 minutes instead of the usual 5 minutes with Resident. Oh shit, Dante just broke his ankle. My leg! That's right, I don't have that grab ability that, I will say fighting the Reapers with Dante kind of sucks because he doesn't have that one ability. Dante's just like, spear, 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 just cut him in the head with a knife. Don't forget, guys, it's almost the end of the spring sale as well on PlayStation 4, so if there's a Sunny game you're looking for, because they did add a few new games to the spring sale, give it a look. If you got 20 bucks
You
to
know,
spend... Oh, go ahead.
I really want to get that Jump Force, but everyone said that it sucks.
I mean, I bought it again just because of the fact that if I want to go back and finish it, on disc, because I traded it in to pay off MK, but it's one of those games to where the story for it is absolutely positively shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a good online mode, I will give it that. It's got probably one of the better online modes I've played. But...
Okay, so the story mode sucks, but online is okay.
Yeah, the online netcode for the fighting online is, it's actually pretty decent, which surprises me, because usually it's the other way around, you know, the story's better and the online usually is not that. But in that case, Jump Force is the opposite. And what hurts the story is it's just very boring and very out and ugh. But it's got a great DLC roster. I will admit that.
Like, I don't know most of the characters on there other than, you know, One Piece, maybe Dragon Ball. I fell in and out of love with Bleach, and I wish I could go back and finish like season 2.
Yeah, pretty much. I would say if you get Jump Force, you need to know pretty much a lot. Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Naruto, Jump Force, Yu-Gi-Oh, because Yugi Moto's a character in that game, which is a little bit of hilarious because he kind of plays like Ash in Smash Brothers. You know, he just uses cards and shit to attack you.
Oh, wait a minute, he used cards?
Yeah, so he'll summon like the Dark Magician and all that. Good, in my team, I always had Piccolo on my team because, you know, Piccolo's my dude. I think I know same with Dragon Ball Z Fighters, when my main team was Piccolo, Cell, and Fat Majin Buu. We got about another 5 minutes before this place blows. Oh, never mind. We made it out alive. Yay. Now here's the thing I mentioned. I think I mentioned it in the last Devil May Cry stream. We are now backtracking to get to back to the city. So we have to face every boss again. AKA oh joy. Wee. Honestly enough, I put Dante in the costume he has in Devil May Marvel vs. Capcom 3 when he's the just as a fancy pirate.
You order the sword, huh?
Yes.
Hello, ladies' boobs.
Sorry. Religion and I don't mix.
It's a small congregation that gathers in the castle town of Fortuna. I guess the only people who
I'm gonna say this, Capcom knew what they were doing when they gave Lady and Trish big boobs. I'm sorry.
So just how much do you know about Sparta?
Well, from what
Ass shot.
there's a lot of confusion surrounding him.
Even with the Resident Evil 8 thing that happened today, they pretty much, the lady hosting is like, yeah, we know what everyone thinks of the tall lady and her 3 vampire children. They're not scared of them.
Peaceful worship can't be condemned. But the real problem is the Order. Lately they've been running amok, catching demons, and have even butted in on some of my jobs.
I would also point out with that trailer today, they did announce that Mercenary Mode's coming back, which if you played RE4, RE5, that's pretty much a very popular mode. It's kind of the arcade style game.
Well, what if their intentions are foul?
And
Diabolical plan behind these apparently random
see, what else was announced? Oh yeah, they did show off a new trailer for the Resident Evil show coming to Netflix. And that's how Dante gets showed up to the island, because Trish did it. Anyway, yeah, so with the new Resident Evil Netflix show, it takes place 2 years after Resident Evil 4, so you will be seeing you might see Ashley Graham again, which anybody who remembers Resident Evil 4 knows that is the most annoying damn character in the whole franchise. So it will be interesting to see who brought the zombies, who affected all the people working the White House and like that. And the other show, if you have I think it's called the Oculus Rift, I'm not sure, I might be wrong here, but Resident Evil 4 is getting a VR mode. Completely new VR mode game. Why? I don't know. I don't know who asked for Resident Evil 4 to get VR treatment. Whoever did, can they get slapped in the head, please? Mission 13. The Devil Returns. Drive down the dragon that spreads its wickedness through the forest. Because we're going to the dark forest, where the temple gods might inhabit the trees. And if you have a pendant of life, you can move on. But if not, your partner will have to go on through. And remember, the trees might be inhabited too by the temple gods. I feel like that Legend of the Hidden Temple joke would never catch on in my shows. Wait. But anyway, everybody, what are you playing right now? You're still playing the golf game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question. Are you doing the Tiger Woods dance from Family Guy? Are you acting like Mr. Happy Gilmore and beating up the clown?
In all honesty, I wish I could actually play the game as if I was Happy Gilmore.
That is such a good movie, Happy Gilmore. Power of the Force match is preventing you from escaping. I do want to pause real quick because of the fact that I do want to talk about some things I did share on Twitter, since I'm still technically on a Facebook ban, so yay. Let's all go to Twitter. Da, 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 da. By the way, guys, like I said, if you want to see good Resident Evil 7 gameplay, please follow Falco on Twitter. Not Twitter, on Twitch. And follow him on Twitter, too. He's a nice guy. But, So here's some news around the world that you may need to know about if you wanted to know. This is the good portion of the word. NFL announced what it's calling its first U.S. sportsbook partnership with Caesars Entertainment, DraftKings, and FanDuel. Those companies now NFL's official sports betting partners. Michael Jordan will be the presenter for the late great Kobe Bryant, his enshrinement into the Basketball Hall of Fame per the Hall. LaMarcus A is retiring from the NBA, writing on social media that he played his last game with an irregular heartbeat. Don't forget Streets of Rage 4 is getting its first DLC coming soon, so we'll probably be seeing some Streets of Rage 4 on my channel. And the Browns are giving former Titans defensive end Jay Crowley a one-year deal worth up to $10 million. And there was some interesting rumors. It's not made official, but there are some rumors going around that we might be getting SNK versus Capcom Mark of the Millennium again. So that will be nice if that happens, because I actually have that on PS2 somewhere. Let's see. Vibrator says, with RE4 getting VR stuff, I think a good amount of the reason for it is that Doom 3 recently got a VR version. There's probably a group of people out there that actually wanted RE4 in VR. If that's the case, I'm happy for them, but it just seems a little bit weird out of left field. Oh, that's right, I'm not Nero. Shit, I'm Dante. I need the red ones. Well, apparently I can't go this way. That's the wrong way. Son of a bitch. Now I have no idea where I'm at. Oh, that wasn't the right way. That just bumped me back here. Ow, who said you could hit me? You do not hit the demon pirate. Now I want to play Soul Calibur for some reason. I want to know how you could shoot me behind a rock. I just shot a lizard in the ass and it died. I don't know how I should feel about that. I'm not worrying about fighting you. I am not fighting the Grim Reaper of Death today. Fuck off. Ah. Well, that missed. That did not though.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. You didn't miss too much, just me cussing out the particular stage. And a few other things. Alright. Yeah, the only thing you missed, we were talking about the Resident Evil 4 getting a VR mode. The Resident Evil Netflix show that's coming out. Which I don't know if you knew about that or not, Mr. Jones.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, that one takes place about 2 years after Resident Evil 4. So you might get to hear Ashley Graham's annoying voice again. Which if you never heard that voice, be fucking thankful.
Video games should not be turned into a show.
Yeah, because they don't really have the best track record, do they?
Absolutely not.
I'm trying to think, what were the good video games that got turned into a show? Double Dragon was not that good.
The only one I can instantly think of is The Witcher.
Yeah, The Witcher's good. The Witcher, the Japanese Street Fighter, not the American cartoon.
Well, see, that one was good. The Japanese one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Japanese one was good.
The American one sucked. I enjoy Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I enjoy it. Let's see. Oh, the Super Mario Brother cartoons. They had a good track record, excluding probably Super Mario World.
Super Mario World.
Oh God, I know the sad thing is I have the entire series on DVD of that. Oh, the Sonic the Hedgehog's cartoons, they usually been good, except for Sonic Boom. We don't mention that one.
Which one?
Sonic Boom. That one kind of... It's got its good moments because there's a lot of breaking the fourth wall. They've even joked about how there's Sonic fan fiction out there and all that.
Hmm.
That's one of those that you have to watch because it tries to act like Deadpool in a way to be self-relevant. Oh God, I'm trying to think. The Darkstalkers cartoon was not that good.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't bad.
The King of was it called Fate of Fury or King of Fighters? I know that had a cartoon thing. That might have been a movie though. The Virtual Fighter cartoon show was fucking ass.
You know, what? Use a virtual fighter.
Yeah, that one was ass. Power Stone was good.
You're talking about the one that was from Japan, right? Virtual fighter.
The American one. There was an American one.
Hmm?
I think if I remember correctly, I think it was an American dub version of that, which was not that well done.
Now, are you talking about the one where the main character he likes to eat a lot?
I think. Because it's been
It
a while
wasn't
since I've
bad.
seen that one.
It could have been better.
Power Stone's good. The Devil May Cry animated series is actually excellent, but
Which I gotta see.
trying to think what else.
Captain in the
that
Captain in.
that was that's one I can recommend just for just to make my brain feel dumb. And the Mega Man cartoon was alright. They've had a good track record mostly. Digimon's been hit or miss. Yu-Gi-Oh! I think everybody is agreement the first season with Yu-Gi Moto was great. After that, it took a fucking nosedive. Alright, I have no idea if I'm going the right way. Well, I've seen more enemies, so usually that's the correct way, isn't it?
Right.
And we're going to test people's knowledge here real quick. Who remembers the cartoon, James Bond and Indiana Jones cartoon?
The only James Bond cartoon I remember was James Bond Jr.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Cause I didn't know that was actually a thing until I was watching one of the YouTube channels I'm subscribed bring it up. I'm like, they made a cartoon out of James Bond? Why? That just felt a little odd to me, you know.
I mean, it was awesome. To me, it was awesome. It's like, yeah, I'm the nephew of James Bond. Like, really? Like, James Bond didn't have no fucking kid? I mean, come on. I mean, he's been banging women
Left and right.
You know. But you have a nephew?
Anything? I don't think there was ever a Killer Instinct cartoon, was there?
There was a what?
I don't think there was ever a Killer Instinct cartoon.
I think there was. It was animated.
Okay.
It was a movie.
Ah, okay. Kind of like how Tekken had an animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
Did we find the she-bitch? Yes, we did. We get to take on the she-bitch. So this should be interesting.
There was I can't remember it, but it was a Sony exclusive. Tensu. Damn, what was it called? Because they had a character named Tracy. It was almost like Soul Blade, but it was like futuristic. I want to say it was Tenshu.
Battle Blade, Battle something Tinshu, I think.
Yeah. That had a movie.
Damn.
And that was kind of cool at the time because it was a low game that no one really cared about, but it was still a good game.
Yeah.
As appealing as that sounds, I think I'll pass.
Bond. James Bond Jr.
Oh God, now I'm remember. You just said that, and instead of thinking of James Bond or James Bond Jr., I'm actually thinking of Women of Wrestling, where they had Jane Bond.
Jane Bond?
Yeah, it was pretty much Jane Blonde, but pretty much everybody knows it was supposed to be a female version of James Bond.
Jane Blonde?
Yeah, if you want to know what I'm talking about, look up Wrestling with the Great Wow Women of Wrestling. Because you will see a lot, they had a lot of gimmicks. Think Glow, but stupider.
Jane Blonde.
They even had a cheerleader that had an eye patch.
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of those weird things. Sometimes I wish I didn't remember the bad things of wrestling, but apparently I'm not allowed to remember the good shit, just the terrible shit. Cause my mind.
Jane, I'm done. I'm surprised Disney didn't pick that up.
Don't give him any ideas.
Coming to Disney. She is heir to the Bond family. But when you put when you put Raven Samoa in the mix, anything's possible.
Oh God. Okay, I want to try to get up there. I just had enough of your shit, bitch. Poison Ivy has better tits than you, so die.
Gene, I'm not gonna forget this. Jane. I'm telling you, Disney's gonna pick it up.
If they do, I'll have to blame myself for that one. I like the fact Dante's just tired of this. Like, why do I got to clean up Neo's messes? Don't you hate that? It's like somebody already beat the boss, and then you got to go back as somebody else and beat the boss for real. And she's dead. Yeah, you forced your children. Guess what? Your government assistance been revoked by Lieutenant Dante. Well, that joke was bad, wasn't it? And by defeating her, Dante gets a new ability. Apparently, he's ready for the T-virus outbreak. Oh, he's got some nice shiny cowboy boots now. Oh, that lets him know Kung Fu. And he just... Okay, he just ripped off Ryu's uppercut move. The Rising Dragon. What the hell?
Sure, you could. I wanna be a street fighter, baby.
And then he just stole Hokyo's move, cutting through solid black brick.
2 to go.
Gilgamesh. A devilish weapon that absorbs organic material and transforms it to steel. This weapon is capable of creating powerful impacts. AKA... having Yokozuna sit on you. Which I don't think anybody would want that, would they? Now we have now we have a new weapon. But we'll probably mostly stick with my sword on it, since I'm honest too, the only weapon I really like that Dante gets, we don't get into the second boss battle. Mission 13 cleared. S-A-B. We got a rank A. And since I will say this, the Dante missions also don't take as long either. Another disappointing fact. Alright. Mission 14, Forest of Ruin. Get through as quickly as possible because now the forest is collapsing. See what happens when he killed George of the Jungle? 1 second. I laugh at my own joke off screen. Alright, so let's get through Mission 14, Forest of Ruin. We gotta get out of here so we can find the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. I think I went the wrong way. Yep. Now, luckily, I think there's no time limit on this one. Thank goodness. But we do have a new enemy to deal with. This particular enemy sucks you up and tries to eat you.
Porno star?
Kind of. It transports you to another dimension, and where you gotta beat a bunch of demons before it will let you, before it spits you out. Dante now knows the spinning bird kick apparently as well. Spreading bird kick. Yeah. And how much you want to bet all the Power Ranger fans who have that fighting game, they just want to see Chun-Li in that outfit so bad now. It's like, yeah, that's cool and all that, right? Use now a Power Ranger, but okay, why won't the damn... Good. We took care of that ugly monster. Ah, great. Now we got to take on the Undertaker. Okay, get out of the damn wall, you bitch. Thank you, damn. That was not fun or educational programming. That was not thanks to PBS. Oh, not a... Can we stop? Every 5 seconds, enemy, 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 enemy. Oh, Dante's gone into hyper mode. He's... Somebody stole his cookies and he's very upset. Yay, we killed Kermit the Frog. Whee! Another demon bites the dust tonight. He's like, I'm tired of working with Agent J. I need a vacation. Alright, I wish I had that jump ability. I would have been able to play basketball. I wonder if Dante uses his demon powers to achieve success in sports. Okay, Dante, what are you doing? Dante can't make up his mind where he wants to go. Does he want to go to the snow castle or stay in the forest? And we are done in the forest. And we got a B. I find it funny, went from an S to an A to a B. Good lord. I'm getting terrible. Alright, so pretty much when we come back to Devil May Cry 4, we'll be continuing on with Dante at Mission 15. Fortune Castle. Exterminate the defenders of the icy plain. So if you remember in the castle, the boss was a frog, so we're going to make Miss Piggy very unhappy. She's going to be a widower, but the good thing is, think of the insurance money. I wonder how much she has on Come with the Frog. Let's see. Probably 2 frog legs? Huh? Yeah, that joke was bad, wasn't it? More bad jokes. That's what you're here for. So yeah, I will be getting the demo of RE8 downloaded, guys. Probably trying to get that done before bed, so I can stream that for you guys. Don't forget, Friday night will be What the Dub. Hopefully this time we'll have more people available, because I know when we did it Sunday, probably wasn't one of my more crowning achievements of stream footage. So much so that I've actually been able to, I convinced my mother, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, she might be joining us, so that will be hilarious when she realizes all my friends are fucking sickos like me. Da, 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 da.
Especially with some of the shit I was putting the other night when we went to do it.
Oh yeah, I've already warned her that the game, there is no censorship in that game. Well, technically there is. I can turn off that feature and say, turn the feature on that says no curse words, but that wouldn't be fun. Particularly because for some reason, it says every word you put in the sentence, which is hilarious. But until then, I hope everyone has a good rest of your week. Please stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe to the worst channel ever, aka Giant Vibrator, to see Persona, Cyberpunk, and many other games. Don't forget to subscribe to the Shadow Wolf if you want some TCW action in your life, also known as better than WWE booking. Except, of course, when we have the Dollar Tree version of Alberto Del Rio on. Excellent. But until then, I hope everyone has a good weekend. Stay safe, and see you guys Friday for hopefully not one but two streams if we get Resident Evil 8 Village demo done tonight.